woke up.
I did. Could say the same about you.
It's comfortable.
Glad. How you feeling, darling?
All right. How about you?
I'm fine. Perfect. That perfect with you around.
Wouldn't expect anything less.
Was on duty for a while earlier and just was bored out of my mind.
Nothing going on, I take it.
No, not at all. There wasn't really much going on yesterday either. I think I did one search and rescue.
One?
Yeah.
I would have thought today would be a busy day, but I guess not.
You would think. People, I guess, are getting smarter and not getting hurt. I talked to Thomas Callahan earlier.
What do you have to say?
Well, I went to Big Valley to hunt. Have you checked your tow grades, by the way?
I have not.
Okay. One of those you should read. The rest are just updates. Of what I
One
was
of them
doing.
was.
But he was up there when I was hunting. I was trying to stock up supplies. Listen, I was trying to stock up supplies for the Lemoyne Tower. I got a crate full of cooked meat, and I cooked it with a bunch of oregano. I get it all the way to the tower, and then the bottom falls out or something, and it just goes all over the place. It all gets soiled.
Oh no.
Yeah. So, anyways, he was up there while I was hunting, and I asked him about pronghorn, on if he knew if anybody ran it, and apparently he runs it.
I did not know that.
Neither did I. So I started asking him, but he runs it by himself, I guess. They don't have anybody else up there with him. So I asked him about the other ranches and who owned what. He said that Cat is doing something, trying to start up like a veterinary clinic at Emerald. And he's asked him about the one around Rhodes, and he said he didn't think anybody lived there anymore. But he said there used to be a criminal that lived there. And I went up there and checked it out, and there was a name scratched out on like a bench on the front porch. So that's the same person that I don't particularly want to live there if they're still around. So if we wanted to do ranch stuff, live on a ranch, we could either help Kat, which I don't think she's really doing a whole lot of ranch work. I think she might just be using it as a veterinary clinic. Or we could help Thomas. Now I have what I think's the better idea, but I wanted to, before I sent anything out, I wanted to make sure it was what you thought.
I think if Cat is just doing veterinarian work, I know nothing about that, so.
Yeah. My thoughts are, the ranch stuff, at least for me, is something that I can escape to. Something that's not has to do that does not have to do with rangering. So that's the first thing, and also, in saying that, meaning I don't want to, as much as I would love to sit there and work with Cat more. It still feels kind of rangerish to me because she used to be our game warden.
Yeah.
Ranger associate, I should say. But Callahan, he's up there by himself. He does actual ranch work and things. That and Pronghorn has little houses and stuff. Little I'm not gonna say guest houses, but just little side houses besides the big one that you and I can stay at
Hmm.
if that's what you want. And we can
We
go
could do
look at
that.
them if you want.
We aren't doing anything else, so why not?
Okay. Not saying we can't stay here from time to time. But this place has become real special to me for many reasons.
Many reasons?
For many reasons. There was a few of our first in this house, one of which being the first time we said we loved each other. And then other things. But I'm just looking to spend time with you. We can do whatever you want. We can go on duty. We can do whatever. Go
We go
mining. Go up
up
towards
towards
Pronghorn.
Pronghorn. We can stop by Strawberry and see what's going on.
Okay. First things first, though. Love you.
I love you too.
All right. Let's go. We can ride Tito.
Yes, sir.
All right, now.
What?
You want me to take the reins of you?
You can if you want.
Keep holding on to me. Ain't gonna lie.
Yes.
Favorite thing in the world. Don't want to stop at Strawberry along the way.
Sure.
Sorry if I woke you earlier. I came in and noticed the blanket was had fallen off you, so I came in and checked on you and put the blanket back over you.
Thank you.
I stashed a box. At one tower inside one of those crates by the fire. It's like the big crate that has just a few bottles of beer or something on top of it.
Okay.
But that box has some ammo. What do you think of this jacket, by the way? It's pretty comfortable.
Looks nice on you.
Thank you. And underneath it, I bought a shirt of a similar pattern to that red one that you like, but it's in gray.
Just a couple of outlaws running around on Tito.
Mm-hmm. Tito the outlaw horse. Not used to riding a horse so small though.
Now you've gotten used to SARS now, huh?
Mm-hmm. I feel vulnerable being so low to the ground.
Or Tito being called short.
Not calling Tito short per se, and all Mustangs are, comparatively. Still bigger than Arabians, though.
I haven't noticed. Are they really?
I felt like it. Oh boy, it's Deuce. Just gonna read your telegrams real quick.
Okay.
Is someone loading a gun? Howdy.
Oh,
Howdy.
hey, that's the fella that got choked out by the Chenzos that one time we did a transport. I just remember his weird beard. I think he's the only fella I've seen in the entire crossing with it. It's unique. Yeah. I'll say that. Yep.
Fair enough.
Mhm. Not really. Trying to think of like if there's any of the offices that might need them. I think the strawberry office maybe only has the 2 for food and water, but it's not like they really need extra shit. Yeah, fair. Mhm.
I might actually go to bed myself. Pretty fucking tired.
Yeah.
Well, it's been
Howdy,
a long
Deuce.
day running in the snow.
Mhm. It's fun though.
Yeah, no, it was. Do it again sometime.
Yeah, absolutely. We gotta find that fucking moose.
Yeah, put it in the ground. Someone.
Oh my god.
I take it you liked it.
It did.
Well, good. That was the intention.
I'll try not to.
You are very good at them now.
Hmm. Give me your hand.
See you later, Pruitt.
Thank you.
Welcome. I gotta get some game meat at the butcher table and cook it up.
Okay.
You want to check the news and stuff here, and the ranger news and stuff before we go?
Yeah. I'll be over there.
All right.
Hello.
Howdy.
God, I feel like we did something today.
Oh, that's Hal. Okay, I really couldn't tell you're wearing all black. I've never seen that before in my life.
It's outfit I've had for a while.
Ah.
Hal has become a outlaw, so he has to wear all
Hey,
black.
I'm telling you, that is the best way not to get robbed around here when you don't have your poncho on.
I didn't make this outfit. It belonged to well, I didn't belong. I copied it from a ranger before me.
Okay.
Which ranger was this?
Ranger Rye Smith up on the hill over there.
Oh, he was gone before my time.
Yeah. Whenever I lose a friend, I try to copy something from them to remind them of me, or remind me of them.
This is a
And-
nice practice.
Yeah. And this was an outfit of his. So he was a very good ranger and a very close friend.
I think there's a few people on duty. We
Ah,
could
this is
maybe
nice.
go on duty if you want. That's
I'm
the
trying
sum we
to
can
think of
spend
the,
to
the
active
three
though,
graves I
seeing
know.
as
There's the
one of
one
the
by Brandywine.
Yes, that's one of them.
the fifth tip
There's
down is something that
I've
I
seen
put in there at
Malcolm's
like
many
9
times.
o'clock.
Malcolm had just passed away, or had just been buried when I got recruit Poncho, my Glaze, and then the one up there that you were just saying. I'm trying to think if I know any other graves off the top of it.
I know a good amount more if you need information. And unfortunately, no plenty, and I knew some of them, so.
I know I've come across more, but I cannot think of them off the top of head. I know Ranger. Well, when Rain was around, she was going to give us like little tours of all the grave sites, but that never
People are
ended up.
working on it now to make that an official thing.
No.
I've already
There's
read a lot of this. I'll be standing on the porch waiting for you, darling.
Arthur
Okay.
Thorne's grave
Oh, by the way,
up in this
I
up by
told
the
Hal.
glacier.
Well, how about what?
No, we were engaged.
Joey's
Oh,
by Grizzlies.
Yeah. He's
by
the only person
Glaze,
I've told
that's
so
it.
far. I haven't gotten a chance to tell Ethan or
There's
Eli.
Cabin Flash out farther.
I did tell Nadia
I
that
know this one, yes.
Yeah,
there
that
was
one's
some news, but I was gonna let you tell her.
obvious to see, I guess.
Okay.
Then is
Figured you might want to tell her.
Maxine out by.
Figured you might want to tell
Spring.
somebody, not just me. I'll be
Yeah,
right.
no
I'll be out here.
Ready.
There's a big rock, kind of circles around you with like a little like horseshoe shape, and there should be a couple notes there. One from Rain, actually.
Interesting.
Although they never met. I'm trying to think of what other ones I might know. Malcolm's Rest, obviously.
No arts.
Arts, I've said that one. Yeah, that one's the one that's really out of the way, so not people know it.
Mm-hmm.
It's unfortunate. I've been to so many Ranger funerals; they're all kind of coming together.
I saw Jackson passed away recently.
Yes, he did.
Was shock.
Yeah,
Though I did not keep up with him much after he left the Ranger Corps.
no one really did. It was weird. It's very strange to see that he was gone.
I saw Tip that Buzz was picking up his body in Valentine right as I needed to put head down for nap, so.
Unfortunately, I missed that as well. Then I know where Frankie Bright is buried.
I never meet Frankie, but I hear so many wonderful things about her.
I'm shocked you never met her. She kind of came around a lot more when she became the head ranger.
She was deputy already when I was recruit, and
Oh wow, I didn't realize it was that long ago.
Yeah.
oh,
me
you know
same
what?
here.
Actually, I think I met her once in Telegram Station, but like really brief. Did not actually talk.
The only
Yeah, she was a good one.
the only former ranger that I've met, I believe, is Danny.
Well, you probably met Mitch, right?
Yeah, well, yeah. I didn't even realize that he used to be the head ranger until recently.
Mitch was never a head ranger. He
Oh,
was
was
just
he?
he was a game warden,
Ah, that's what it was.
but he was a long-serving game warden, probably the longest.
Yeah.
He would have been an excellent head ranger. It just never happened. Roy was around. Who? I mean,
Privyet. Where is Frankie buried? I do not know.
it's south of the Emerald Tower. It's to the left by that speakeasy, I believe. I don't know
Okay.
exactly where, but I know the general area. I just haven't been yet.
It is unfortunate Joey and I never. We had falling out in Guarma around New Year's Eve, and we never patched things up before he died.
Yeah. Seems like the last few months he mended some bridges. But I unfortunately was out of state for most of that. So
He was doing some pretty terrible things around the time that we had falling out, and actually he had just went to Sisika around falling
I never
out
knew
in
that.
and I accidentally tell his friend Eleanor Kane, which he apparently was upset that I told her that he was in Sisika. I thought she already knew. So yeah, it kind of just we had a huge argument in
That ain't
Guatemala.
your fault.
But like I said, we just never had a chance to patch things up afterwards.
Yeah. Trying to think of any others I know.
Do you ever know what happened to Josie? I have not heard or seen of her in around the same time that I stopped being friends with Joey.
I haven't seen her since the funeral.
Y'all were mentioning names I've never even heard of.
I'm pretty sure she was at the funeral. I think.
But
But I know they
yeah,
worked together.
yeah, I heard they had broken up. Josie and Joey were like they were a couple in Ranger Corps. Very good Rangers, but some other issues, and they ended up leaving Ranger Corps together and then moving to Guatemala for a long time. But then Joey kind of went did some illegal things for a while.
Yeah, Joey was a good ranger, but he had his problems.
Uh,
But don't mind to speak ill will of the dead.
he's still, well, until our falling out, he was a pretty good guy for the most part, but that's just life sometimes.
Speaking of people having problems, have you guys kept up? Have you guys been reading the Dakota Skinner stuff?
Yeah.
Da,
I gave
da,
it a peruse.
I didn't read that whole investigation, but
That's not a name I expected to come back.
Well, just I just add it to the list.
Yeah, like it's in there.
We'll just add him to the list of people who has issues with this. I guess he don't really have issues with this. He just wants to challenge us, I guess, but
Well,
I'm not sure why.
I'm pretty sure he was gonna. I don't know. He just kind of disappeared after claiming Tawdry's his own a while back.
Well, I think he went to Cisco for a while. The first time when he was doing things, and then he just disappeared after that Sisika trip. Until I guess now, but when I first get green, there were lots of people after Rangers. When I first get green, we had Mason James, Dakota Skinner, we had
Austin Grant.
Austin Grant. Bell Gang likes to rob us at this lodge quite often. That CD and the Bastards like to cause a lot of. It seemed like there was time though where it got quiet for a while, at least.
A couple months, I think.
Yeah, but
it all
we
comes
were
in waves, I feel like.
I know. I remember Nathan got robbed like 2 or 3 times in one day.
I feel like there's just thing between all the criminals that they think that we're not going to defend ourselves, and I mean, wish there's more instances where we could change that outlook so they would leave us alone. But
well, when I became Ranger, the law did give us a little more leeway, especially with Mason James torturing so many Rangers that you still had to be simply self-defense, but a little wider forgiveness on what constitutes self-defense. So I know I was cornered in the Telegram lobby by Holly Harper when she was still doing crime, and I purposefully shot 6 inches from her head to get her to run out of Telegram Station. Then we had a standoff with me inside Telegram Station with my bolt action,
I feel
and
like
her out.
I feel like if they're making threats that make you feel threatened for your life, it's self-defense.
But I mean, I've seen Bear and other older Rangers who are no longer in the Ranger Corps. Pretty much, like you say, if someone is making some type of threats, then we're pulling out guns and preparing ourselves for
I just wish that
defense.
I know I've come across people who have kind of the mindset where, um, you know, let them, like, your guns are not worth your life kind of thing. But I feel like, well, yes, that's true. It just sets a precedent if we never defend ourselves. I feel like that.
It's situational to me. If
Yeah.
it feels like a normal robbery, like if I
It's kind
feel
of like, you go ahead.
no,
I was just gonna say, like, if they've already gotten guns on me, it's too late. Like,
Yeah, that's how I kind of look at it. Um, if they already have guns on me or somebody else, then see that's the thing though. It has to be kind of like a mutual thing between you and whatever else, whatever other ranger you're riding with.
yeah,
So
I feel
some
like
rangers,
I
some
don't really.
rangers won't draw, but then you have like rangers like Tibbet who will draw it instantly.
Yeah, I'm fine making that choice for myself. I don't make it for somebody else.
uh, I had a situation on this porch where the Bell Gang rolled up on us, and it was me, an injured Joey, and a nurse. And at first they pulled guns on us, and we were taken. But then uh, Isla, who was the ranger at the time, was behind Lodge giving interview to Cat Carver. She came out with her gun out, and then when they were distracted on Isla, that gave me a chance to pull out my sidearm and kind of even things up in terms of who's aiming on who. So, but the other two folks on our side didn't pull any guns, which kind of led to us getting taken over anyway in the situation.
So that's what, yeah, like you can't force anybody you're with to draw with you, but it's if you're the only one drawing, then you might as well not draw.
Uh, it is like the telegram office situation with Holly Harper. She was behind me, and I had seen her and her brother Ollie Harper sort of taunting and targeting Rangers 3 times earlier in the night. So when she was behind me and I heard her voice, I just pulled out my gun right away and aimed it 6 inches to left of head and fired a shot, a warning shot, which caused her to run out. But she stayed outside the telegram office, and we had standoff for about 10 minutes until she finally took off.
I tell recruits whenever I'm showing them things like wellness checks and things like that, that 9 times out of 10, unless I'm in a place where I know there's not a whole lot of criminal activity, I'm walking into a wellness check with my gun out,
Uh,
or I'm riding with my gun out, because I feel like you're less likely to get robbed if you already have your gun out. It just makes things more difficult for them. That's kind of been my mindset of it. My mindset
that's
is
fair.
I'm just not going to let them have the first draw on me.
uh, I was doing wellness check in Cumberland Forest at the speakeasy in Cumberland and announced myself several times. No, it wasn't even the speakeasy, it was just one of the other cabins. But I walked in even with gun out, and the woman was standing on the other side of the door with shotgun right at the head when I went through door. So
Yeah, it's a little, it's a little
it
different.
was, and she had someone unconscious on floor. So it was like, you know what? No one needs to get hurt. I will just walk away and get on my horse and ride away. He didn't say I couldn't let authorities know, but surely she should assume that I was going to go to authorities eventually. So
I
she
feel like all criminals should assume that.
Yeah, I don't think that's too much of a surprise.
I've had the one uh, group of people that robbed me were like, "Don't you go to authorities?" I'm like, "Sure, yeah, I'm not going to go to authorities at all. Why would I not?"
I think it's expected.
Yeah.
Duh.
I'm gonna go check the mock tip on.
Seal and I are going to go down to Pronghorn Ranch and look around at things. Maybe
Duh.
Stay safe.
I am
get attacked by
clocking off
bears.
duty.
I was gonna see you again, even if it was short, Ollie.
But always pleasure.
Always.
They can get out of there.
Find his way out of there better than Trigger can.
I don't know. It looked like he struggled a bit.
Hi,
Sorry.
hey Lucille.
Hey! Are y'all?
Howdy.
We were up in Big Valley doing some hunting.
Any,
I know it.
There's a cat on the roof.
Oh,
There's
wow,
kind
there
of-
really is.
I figure you probably both seen it in paperwork, but just in case not. Ta-da!
Well, looky there.
Congrats.
Thank you.
You were definitely ready for it.
Yeah, we'll see.
I think you are.
Thank you. I'm very happy. So
Well, I'm happy
Good,
for
good.
it. Did you see any strange people out that way? 'Cause that's where we're headed.
there were a couple folks kind of in the middle of the valley, near Hanging Dog, near the Sacred Tree area. Don't know what they were doing, but we rode by. They binoed us and one ran to their horses, but we kind of picked up the pace.
One ran to their horse, and the other one was actually riding a wild horse.
Interesting.
Okay.
So just be
Lovely.
careful.
Alrighty. Well, we're just going to the ranch, so Pronghorn, not Hanging Dog.
Gotcha.
So,
Pronghorn was quiet, so you should be good.
alrighty. I appreciate it. Congratulations
problem.
again.
Thank you. And
Got
thank you
your
both
keys
for
yet?
all of the training. Nope, not yet.
Alright. Probably sometime tomorrow. You'll get them.
Yep.
Or I guess now, later today.
Good call. It is officially Saturday.
Was your surprises just as exciting as Leamy's was?
It was. I kind of knew something was up because Alfred sent me a very foreboding telegram. And I was like, okay. And so I get on the back of his horse. Like, I ride all the way down here. And he goes, get on the horse. I said, okay. And so we're riding. And he starts taking me back up north. And he goes, there's some stuff in your feedback that's a little concerning. And I was like, oh? He goes, why don't you tell me about the patrol yesterday? And so I told him about the patrol. And he goes, Wade's put in some notes about you, and I'm a little concerned. And I was like, interesting, because Wade told me I did a great job. He was like, I don't know. And I was like, all right, I think I know what's happening here, but okay.
Yeah. Yeah, that does seem a little suspicious, because if I had negative notes, you would have heard about it.
Exactly. No, he.
At least it wasn't like mine.
Oh, how was yours?
You just told me I was fired.
Oh,
See, everybody has these fancy ways of getting a green, but that's how I got my green. They just made me think I was losing my gray. Like I was getting kicked out the program, then they gave me my green. But it used to be like the normal way of doing things, but now there's like, it's all intricate.
yeah. Well, we rode up to the eastern frontier to the point that I found that if I'm ever honored enough to earn it, where I'd like my ranger grave to be. So felt very fitting.
I have a place picked out as well, but something I don't, it's energy I don't put into the air. to the universe.
Sure, definitely. I just wanted to tell a few folks, just in case something happened.
Well, I'll let you get to it. Congratulations again. You definitely earned it.
Thank you. Thank you. Again, thank you
Lumi,
both for everything.
congratulations. I'm not sure if I told you.
No, thank you.
To be fair, I haven't seen you.
Mm-hmm.
That steak the other day was delicious, by the way.
That cat is about to
Yeah.
jump off the roof.
Oh, Cat, don't do
There
it.
was so much to live for.
Choose life.
Oh, there it goes. Did it land on its feet?
Wait,
Of course it
are
did.
you sure?
The
My
cat
eyes
is
are sitting.
the cat is just sitting up there for me.
Huh. Well, it is on my
Now's
left
its
side,
place.
so I can't see very well.
There you go.
Not like the one time where I had one jump off the roof near me and land at my feet and immediately just,
Oh, God. That sounds terrifying.
just walking through town and a dead cat lands at your feet.
Hey, might I advise to you two never to ride up to Lemoyne Tower and just randomly ask if anyone's in there. Freaking
Okay.
Snyder did that to me earlier, and she almost got drawn on until she announced she was doing a wellness check. I was like, oh, okay. She just came in and she had like an antagonizing tone. She's like, is there any rangers in there? I'm like, oh my
shit.
god, I'm gonna have to shoot somebody today.
Oh,
I kind of peeked over the edge, like, oh, Snyder, okay.
I also. It's still sitting there for me. Lucille, I also almost got him to draw a couple of times last night by doing my cougar impression.
Y'all testing me.
He
I'm
was,
just saying, don't be surprised today. I actually draw.
he was coming out of the Annisburg telegram office, and I went. And he goes, what?
I wish I could have seen that.
All I'm saying is don't be surprised when I draw. I threatened Pugsley with the same thing when he was doing his cougar project. He freaking made an outfit with a cougar hat on. And I told him, if you ever sneak up on me with that hat on and I shoot you, I'm not going to feel bad about it.
No, absolutely not. Oh. Okay, Cat, are you okay?
Now the cat is not on the roof.
No, that was the most ungraceful jump I've ever seen. Okay.
Then again, I was on edge all earlier today. I feel like everybody was like trying to sneak up on me and trying to rob me or something. I bolted out of Rhodes telegram station earlier because I heard a group of horses. They're like, nope, not again. I'm not being taken for another bank robbery. No.
Yeah, Alfred was very, very nervous for a long time until I got this etched. He gave me a bolt for my getting in the green present, and it is very much me, which is to say that it is very white and snowy and stands out. So, yeah. But it's now etched, so. But I will be keeping it mainly on my horse.
I would say you're blind to me, but once again, you're on my left side. I'm already there.
Let's see. There we go.
Maybe that's the trick. You just, if someone's trying to rob you, you just pull out your bolt action and tilt it a certain way in the light.
They'll go, ah, and then I just run away.
Mm-hmm.
All right, works for me.
Yeah.
Just temporary blind them.
Yeah, and see, that's not like that feels fine, right? Like I wouldn't want to permanently blind somebody, but like temporarily blind them and then I get away. I'm okay with that.
Mm-hmm.
This traffic jam is a whole
It's
kit and caboodle here.
should I clear it? Do I feel like getting into a fight today? I don't even know what this fella's waiting on. There's no free range or anything in the way.
You know
I
what?
think
There's
sometimes
a
I just can't make that turn.
yeah. You know, there's a bunch of us and only one of... Well, it looks like you might have somebody in the back. Let's handle it. Oh, I can't.
If you don't
Come on,
run me
Switch
over before I get there, daggone.
Well, you know.
Hello.
Sorry, don't mind if I do.
No thanks. For the love of God.
Mary,
Yeah, you better run. But if you don't get up on that wagon. You know, I think there was a couple back there that are very confused now. I don't think the lady ever got out, though. That fella just left this lady in the back of that wagon.
It was dark. I was like, which one's Ellis? Is it the one walking or the one running?
You know I don't run.
You don't.
Not unless I'm trying to get to you.
So Callahan stays in the main house, you said?
I think so. Hangs around there at least. better. There's Mr. Callahan. Must be hunting. I ain't sure if he saw us. Oh. Let's see if this house is open. No. That house. Oh. Oh, this house down here is open.
Because I've seen wellness checks done on it.
Well, that saves me. If he's here, that saves me from having to send a telegram. It's cozy enough. Just think of all the sunrises and sunsets. There's an own bathtub in here. Kind of. It's a little, yeah.
A little cramped.
Yeah. So what do you say?
This is nice. I like it.
So you want to tell them that we'll stay around here and help with the ranch. Live here.
You feel like helping him out with the ranch? Sure.
Just think of all the sunrises and sunsets you could see.
Mm-hmm. Close to the lavender fields.
Mm-hmm. It's one of one of your favorite moments of ours, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Let's settle down. Let's see if we can wave them down. Somewhere or another. Oh, that's not it. Want to know something else as well?
What?
There's a windmill.
I didn't even notice.
With a ladder. We have our own little hitching post there too. It's a little garden as well. Would you be happy?
I see
Here's
something.
the important question.
I would.
Okay. That's not a garden, I lied. That's just a backyard. Kind of.
Yeah, flowers, so. On the front side.
What are we saying?
I was going to say hitching post and barn up here. Two barns, actually.
Get into that one though. Get into this one to the left.
Scare the cattle.
Oh. No, there is just one cow in there and a horse. 2 cows. I lied.
2 horses. Oh, 3 cows.
3 horses. Set him over there.
Everywhere.
The butcher table. That's not him. I lied. Oh, what the world? I don't know where he went. Do you see anybody?
No, I don't. What? Wait. Who's that? Nope.
Interesting.
Right in front of me.
So right to the left. Who's that? Back at hanging dog.
To the left.
See? It's a dark colored horse
Nope.
like his. Not his. Not him.
Nope. Nope.
Well. I don't know where he went. It looked like he went up towards Sirens. Back there. I bet you I could push those horses into the ranch.
Corral them up.
Yeah. Should we try? The world, what is that? It's up back there. Where are we going?
Do it. And I'm just riding.
Let's hang around the ranch in case he comes back, because I really don't feel like sending a telegram. I can't be bothered. I love you.
I love you too.
Who knows, maybe, we stay at the ranch long enough, maybe we'll end up running it one day.
Maybe. But they really just up and disappeared. What was that? I have no idea.
The cow's trying to get out.
Cow?
Hey. Look. Look at this house. You see something about it?
The porch.
Yeah. It has a wraparound porch. I'm gonna go stand on the porch for a bit. Wait for him. See the mountains up there? This is my type of scenery right here. This is my type of country that I like. Like I said, I love the lake house and it'll always be special to me. And I would not care in the least bit to stay there forever up that area or something, or just to get away with the two of us.
That would be perfect. One place to just go sit on the dock and listen to the waves.
Yeah. Like I said, if you ever just want to go and stay there for now, that's perfectly fine.
Just as long as you're right there next to
Oh no, something. You still
you.
get
What's up?
more and more beautiful every time I see you.
I didn't think that was possible with getting older every time you see me.
If you're getting older, you can't tell it. Apparently, I'm the old one here.
Why do you say that?
Because you call me old.
Tell Eli that too. Wait,
Not that I'm just thinking about how lucky I am. Life has not turned out how I thought it would.
you think it would?
Not well. Before I met you, I thought all that was going to happen is I was going to go on these search and rescues and not make it back from it. And I was okay with that happening, to be honest. Before I met you, like I've said before, I didn't really have my reason why that I survived everything I've been through. That's before I met you.
And then you decide to go bear hunting.
Mm-hmm. Which, I'll have you know, I haven't been bear hunting since.
Not even once.
No. I've shot plenty of bears, but I've never went specifically bear hunting. The only time I purposely went after a bear is if it posed some sort of threat. Even then, I'm very careful with it, just like I am any other dangerous animal. I don't take risk anymore. I have too much to lose now. And I refuse to let you go through that kind of pain.
It would definitely hurt.
Well, it's not going to happen, so you don't have to think about it. I think I've said it before. I don't ever wish this to happen, nor do I want it to happen. But I guess in some ways I'd rather you go before me so you don't have to deal with the pain of losing you or losing me.
You'd have to go through it with me.
The way I see it is better I go through it than you. My job is to love and protect you. Not just from physical harm.
I love you so much.
You know, I was about to say the same thing.
Read your mind.
Mm-hmm. You just know me so well.
Open book.
I wouldn't say I'm an open book. Anybody but you.
Yeah, I'm fine with that.
Mm-hmm. I don't need everybody knowing my business or my inner workings. Why I do things that I do. Just need one.
Just one.
Mm-hmm.
Very special, just one.
Most special.
I'm perfectly fine with being the keeper of the secrets.
It's just like, oh, you don't go around telling people your background. And I'm
Just like for you.
yeah. And I'm sure there's still some stuff that I don't know, but I trust that if you want to, you'll tell me. If you don't, that's fine.
You pretty much have the whole gist of it. Unless you want me to go into specific details about some of it.
It's up to you. I'm not going to pry any information out of you. This, you know that. But if you want to go into it, I'm all ears. And I'll sit here and listen to you and comfort you.
I'll sit here and listen to more of your intrusive thoughts.
Well, do you want to listen to those? I was just admiring how good you look in that corset.
Wait, what?
You said you would rather sit here and listen to some of my intrusive thoughts, right?
Yes?
I said if you're wanting to do that, I said I've been sitting here admiring how good you look in that corset.
Okay.
What?
Nothing, don't worry about it.
No, what? Do you think I said something else?
I knew you said something about the corset, but I didn't hear it. So my mind went elsewhere, and I was about to tell you not on Callahan's porch.
Wow.
There, I said it.
Oh, speaking of. Oh, he just
Bye.
has, he has an agenda. Ow. Bet you the bear's back there.
Maybe that's what Tito was freaking out over.
Maybe. See if I can catch him. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Did you kill it?
I got the wolf and the bear, and then the earth swallowed them whole, so I guess I'll go fuck myself.
I I can go see if they're over there and sell them and give you the money for it. I was going to tell you that Lucio and I are going to take you up on your offer and help it out around here.
All right.
You already kind
I'm
of
more
looked at
than
the
willing to.
house down there.
I'm more than willing to pay you free help.
We'll take room and boards. Not to pay us.
All right. That is greatly appreciated.
Let me see if I can see that bear. Where was it?
It's over in the group of the trees. You see the leaning tree ahead of us? Off to the left a little bit?
Yeah.
It's going to be to the right of that bent tree.
Okay. This way?
Yeah.
Alright.
Just straight ahead.
I think Lucio's back there standing on the porch.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not seeing it, unfortunately.
That's fine. I know there's a handful of people in the valley at the moment.
Yeah. So, a couple, ladies running around here.
Yeah, that is, one of them is Dakota, and the other one is a woman by the name of Harry.
Oh, Dead End Gang Dakota, okay.
Yep.
I was gonna say, don't say Skinner.
She and I are friends.
Uh-huh.
So she does not mean any
I mean,
harm or nothing.
I've helped her after a cougar attack before, and I don't hold no ill will towards criminals unless they give me a reason to.
Yep.
I don't care, really. Have you really gotten a chance to meet Lucille?
I mean, we've spoken a handful of times, very briefly.
Oh yeah, this
Howdy, howdy. What the fuck?
I did the same thing.
Happens to me every time. There is a cat on the property, so that's why I placed the bowl of milk out for them.
Daggone, what?
I
little-
assumed there was a cat.
Yeah, little tabby cat. Actually, while you both are here, I'm going to show you something.
Alright.
So I like to keep a crate hidden on the property for food and coffee, things like that. And since you two are going to be staying here, I want you to know where it is. I keep it tucked away inside this box.
Okay.
Okay, yeah, I see. Alright, good
Yeah.
to know.
Gotcha.
But there's food and coffee, and I like to keep a campfire kit in there or bundles of sticks, firewood. So if y'all ever take anything out of it, that's fine with me. Just make sure to replace it.
Yeah.
Of course.
Or if you want to bring more, that's fine as well. I know a lot of very good hiding spots for crates where they won't get stolen.
Yeah. I got a that crate of gaming and stuff that me and you got earlier.
Mm-hmm.
The bottom fell out of it as soon as I got it to the tower. So
What the fuck?
yeah. Yeah. I went inside. I went inside the tower and tried to place it down, and it kind of just like disintegrated.
The bear's back.
Well, I got a revolver. My rifle's on my horse. I like Callahan. He's a nice enough fella. You need any food?
I don't at the moment, no.
Okay. Go make sure you can actually see this one.
Yep, looks like it.
So, I know you both as rangers are very experienced with wildlife, but as someone who lived up here for many, many, many months, I will let you guys know that sometimes that bear spot is the most peculiar thing in the world. There are days where I will not see a single bear come out of the den, and there's just nothing there.
Yeah.
All day. At least all day when I am here.
Yeah, I hardly ever see that bear.
But earlier today, and yesterday, I killed over 7 bears. There's just
Nice.
a grouping of bear corpses lying over in that spot where the trees are. So, yeah.
Yeah, I don't really. I check this bear spot whenever I'm over here, but I don't see him too often.
This is the only one that I check routinely.
How
Just because
often
it's...
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
I was gonna say, how often do the wolves come up here?
A lot less frequently. Every once in a while, you will find them on the property. Very rarely, though. Those need to be taken care of immediately. I mean, for obvious reasoning. Sometimes you will find them over behind, towards the dead forest. Mostly where this trail is in front of us, there will be a pack of like 4 or 5 right there. There's a pack that's down by the main road, over to the west. And then there will be a pack on the main road passing the butcher's table. Do you know where the little shack is that's missing the back door?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're right next to there.
The typewriter shack.
Yep.
Is there any chores that you like haven't done in the morning and such things that
Yeah.
we can do whenever
Typically,
we wake up? Or...
typically stalls need to be cleaned out first thing in the morning. Fresh hay tossed in there. There's a pretty decent supply of it in the barn, so you won't ever have to travel very far for hay. I also like to feed the cows. I'll put their feed bins. I'll pull them off the gate and then fill them up and just toss them back in there. And they'll graze on their little feed bins all day. Besides that, it's just, check the fence line, see if it needs any repairs or anything. Look for dangerous wildlife. Sometimes there will be pronghorn that stumble onto the property. Those I typically take care of. So they don't get
off the property, right?
They will not move off the property, so you're gonna have to.
Well, I mean, like,
yeah,
kill and take him off the property.
Yeah,
because wolves will get at him if you leave him there.
But they'll eat the hay. They'll get into the barn and eat all the hay. So I typically take care of those as soon as I see them. Things like elk and all that, I normally just leave alone. Sometimes there will be herds of wild horses that stumble onto the property. I leave them alone as well.
Is that something you ever just want on the property? I was almost half tempted to see if I could push some wild horses into the pens over here, see if I could do it. I'm kind of out of practice with cattle herding or horse rounding up or anything like that.
You're more than welcome to try. I don't mind at all. If you feel like breaking a couple of them and putting them over into the pens, that's fine with me. I've done it a few times.
All right.
Sounds simple enough. This ranch has to have the best view in the crossing out of all of them.
Oh, it certainly does.
At least I think so. I was telling Lucille, this is my ideal kind of country. Mountains and still open, but mountain ranges and things like that.
The town that I grew up in was pretty much identical to Big Valley. Most of the San Juan Valley range is identical. If you look at pictures of Colorado in a book, it looks, so much of it looks just like Big Valley. It's uncanny.
Do you have a particular name for the ranch, or do you just call it Pronghorn Ranch?
Just call it Pronghorn Ranch. I operated a business out of it called Callahan Community Cattle, but I don't really do that in particular anymore. So I just, if folks ask, I just tell them I operate Pronghorn.
Okay.
Gotcha. All right. Well, if you end up having any business dealings, going to pick stuff up and we're free, more likely to help you, or more than willing to help you.
I'll definitely let you all know.
Okay. Well, I might hang around for a bit. Go
All right,
do something.
I'll be up and about.
All right. Let you sell that pellet. I'm sure your arm's about to fall off.
I'm used to it at this point.
Well, there you have it. You happy?
Of course.
Good. That's all that matters.
Just as long as you are.
I am.
Good.
We could be living in a rundown shack with that old fellow selling moonshine. I'll still be happy as long as you're there.
Oh, really?
Yeah. As long as that old fellow would keep his hands to himself.
Questionable. Speaking of wolves,
Over there.
I see 3 at least. Nope, 4.
Let me see if I can. Horse at the stables. I'll just have to use a revolver. Alright, Miss Bowhunter, you're doing all the work. Where's it at? Where are they at?
Over on the other side of the dead forest.
The other
Quite a
side.
ways off.
Yeah, I already see him now. So he's not going to help me? Starting to form up. One ran off. West.
Yeah.
Oh, my freaking rifle's on my horse. It's just in the stable. Try to get the other one, the tomahawk, and missed. Still haven't quite figured out that weapon.
I used to carry tomahawks because of how much damage they did. Throwing something heavy and well balanced like that, but I found that I'm a lot better with throwing knives.
Honestly, the only time I really use the tomahawks is if I don't get a clean kill on an animal, so I don't waste another bullet. Hey, darling, I'm gonna take Tito and go sell this so I don't have to carry this all the way over there. sure you probably make a lot of money just watching over this place.
Oh, you would be so surprised. I will tell you now, if you patrol the ranch just every, half an hour, 45 minutes, hour, however long you want to do it, or in what increments you want to do it, I should say. I made $1,500 in like 2 days.
Goodness.
Yeah, I'm not kidding at all. I made so much fucking money just patrolling for bears, wolves, pronghorn who wander onto the property.
Is this what you've been doing all day?
Pretty much. I laid down for a while and just woke up maybe 45 minutes ago, somewhere around there.
Gotcha.
But for the most part, yeah, I'll just set up here at the ranch for hours on end. Wallace is the nearest place to check for telegrams, so every once in a while I'll ride down there just to see if I have anything.
Right. So you can hunt along the way there too.
Yeah, that as well. I don't do it very often. Once I have my food that I need for the week, I just will deal with the animals on the property, and that's it. Anything else is just a waste of ammunition.
Yeah, I don't really. Yeah.
To me, at least.
I'll go hunting to kill time more.
Yep.
Get food.
I'll also check the mother tree box to make sure that it's well stocked. And then put any food that I have in there. Just remember this. There's a black bear who stumbles on property every once in a while. His name is Teddy. He's actually very friendly, so...
I don't ever kill black bears.
Yeah, if you see him on the land, just... You can actually get kind of close to him. I mean, don't go sticking your hand near his mouth, but...
Yeah, I got you.
Yeah.
I don't ever kill black bears.
If you see him, most of the time he'll be right over where that broken tree is. But he'll just kind of hang around on the land. He likes his spot.
Yeah, I try to leave black bears alone. The most I'll ever do with a black bear is shoot at their feet to get it out of my way if I'm trying to get somewhere. They're very skittish animals. Actually, I would like to test out, see how aggressive they get if you're on foot. I've never actually tried to do that.
If you're on foot, they will still run away from you.
That's very interesting. I guess they are a little smaller, so.
Yep.
Alright, I'm gonna go sell this real quick.
They'll ride through, heading over. for the most part, they'll leave you alone. I've never had a group that was looking to go to Hanging Dog come by here and say, get the fuck out of here or anything like that. They just say, oh, we're going to go over to Hanging Dog. So if you hear shooting, don't go that way.
Okay.
At least they give you a warning.
Yeah. I've only ever had trouble once, and that was when I got robbed by Vern and Sophie Delarue in my own home. After offering them food and shelter in the middle of a very bad rainstorm, so that just kind of speaks to their character.
Right. I thought you were going to say the Clue Gang. I've seen them a couple times through here.
Yeah, they keep coming out east, and I don't know why. They're a Western gang. And all they do is they come out east.
I feel like that's the case for most Western gangs.
That's the case for every Western gang.
Yeah. It's because you can't do a whole lot out west.
The only time I
Or
think
nobody,
I know of...
Actually, nobody goes out west enough for them to just, like, have a steady flow of robberies.
Yep. Well, I know that James Kelly and his people have a... I don't know what you want to call it, a rule, I guess, of you don't shit where you eat. So if you are a visitor to the West and you are not looking to cause problems, they will leave you alone.
Right.
But Zip Quill is an unhinged lunatic who operates completely off of raw emotion with no filter.
Yeah.
So I feel like if you were to tell him that, he would not give a fuck and rob you anyway.
Right.
And use the excuse of, this is the West, fella.
I mean, there was a time where you could tell him, or us Rangers could tell him we were Ranger and he would leave us alone, but that's apparently changed now.
Oh, yeah, that you could be... He's kidnapped medics recently, he's kidnapped Rangers. Zip Quill is just hated by anybody and everybody now, and he did it to himself.
Yeah. I helped him and his brother after getting shot. 2 separate occasions.
Yeah, well, you should have fucking left him for dead.
Yeah, well.
I understand you have to as a Ranger.
I mean, I think we have the right to not treat, but it kind of, I feel like would create more problems than fix. Then you start getting a reputation of not helping criminals, and then all criminals are going to hate you.
No, you get the reputation of not helping Zip Quill, and people will look at that and say, completely understandable.
So is he just hated by even criminals as well?
Yeah, he actually is hated by criminals as well. Zip Quill is just the most hated individual in the crossing by anybody and everybody. I personally know criminals who despise him as a human being. Particularly Morgan of Redwater Company.
Mm-hmm. These are all names of organizations that I've heard of, but never seen. Honestly, the most I've seen is, as far as gangs go, the most I've seen personally around is DEG and Quills, I guess.
Redwater is fairly inactive for the most part. Out of everybody in that organization, you'll see Morgan more than anyone else. But yeah, a lot of them are either out of state or they just lie low and they come out when they're needed.
I also don't go around asking people questions either. So I probably have run into a lot of gangs, but Victor Street, I've run into them, unfortunately.
Yeah, Victory Street can go fuck themselves. Bunch of street urchin assholes.
Just a bunch of petty children is what they are. Have it out for the Rangers because somebody made a snide comment and wouldn't buy cigarettes from them.
Yeah, somebody made a snide comment about them who's not even a fucking ranger, and it was made months ago. They're a
Yeah.
lawman now.
Yeah. But now they hate rangers.
Yeah. Oh, hey, we hate rangers, though, and we're going to go target the rangers because of... I can't stand it. I can't stand it.
Most fragile egos I've ever seen.
You know what it is? It's gangs don't fight each other anymore. So they pick on everybody else who they think are quote-unquote weak and easily targeted. I remember back in the day when gangs used to fight one another over some of the most stupid fucking disputes of all time.
Yeah.
I remember when there was a fucking war between the West and the East. It was the DiCenzos and all of the Italian crime families versus a whole bunch of gangs out in the West. Particularly Jack Kettleman, but...
I mean, I reckon it's all... I feel like I reckon they're all just trying to maintain some type of peace. Maybe they're just at war with law at this point. It's a constant war with law. I don't know. All I know is Victor shared a bunch of cowards, and
I feel like that's all it is anymore. It's just a war against law for one reason or the other. Them just existing as an entity. Let's go to war with them. You know, oh, a deputy said some shit to me when I was in the cell, so I'm going to go fucking kill his family and cut his head off. And it's just, people are absolute lunatics nowadays, I swear to God. They take everything to the extreme immediately. It's like nobody knows how to just slow down and take a look and think, was that something said in the heat of the moment, or do they truly fucking hate me because of who I am, or they just take it personally right away? And
yeah. I mean, I personally feel like if you're a criminal, depending on what kind of criminal you are, I feel like being hated is justified. You should expect it. I mean, if you go around shooting people, yeah, we're gonna hate you.
Yeah, if you go around, oh my God, something that I'm so sick and tired of. Sorry, I don't mean to tirade about this, but just as of late, over the past handful of months, criminals have taken this weird dynamic shift that has just become the most irritating shit on the planet, and I can't stand it. If you are a civilian, all right, a law-abiding citizen, okay, and a criminal robs you, and you go to the law to report being robbed, I'm so tired of those same criminals coming back after they get, caught by law or some shit. They go to you and they say, "Oh, you ratted me out to the law." That's not ratting you out. That's the civilian's duty. That's how they protect themselves, because they can't fight off a giant gang of 6 people when they're by themselves. So of course they're going to go to the law.
All right.
That's just civilians doing what they know how to do and what they're told to do by the law.
I mean, it's like criminals getting mad at rangers for telling law information. I always just say, don't tell me anything you don't want me to tell law. Harry, that you mentioned, she came in with Pete one time after a shootout with law at Slaughterhouse and was telling me all this information. I don't think she realized it. But she brought him in there. She's like, "Yeah, it's my friend Pete. We live at the Slaughterhouse." There was just a bunch. This. Yeah, she's like, there was a bunch of law there, and they shot, and Pete's really hurt. And I'm like, okay.
I remember this.
Now I have to go and report that. Yeah.
Yeah, that was in Strawberry.
I think that was right after, sometime after Wallaby got arrested after being on the run for so long.
Yep. Yeah,
I think Law was pretty much just like trying to get the rest of them. Yeah, I was like the first one to go in and help stabilize him because I just saw her ride in with somebody on the back of her horse. I was like, okay, all right. And then I send one telegram in, and 5 minutes later, it's packed with law.
That's how it normally is for them.
Mm-hmm. It's funny the amount of law who came in. They had at least 5 or 6 law outside the medical office. Guns out.
Mm-hmm.
And I talked to Dakota a couple times. I helped her after getting attacked by a cougar and came across uh, her and Wallaby when I was trying to escort injured people out of Valentine.
I used to know Dakota and Scout back before they joined Dead End Gang a long time ago. Long time ago. They used to not be that way.
Mm-hmm.
They were very different kids.
Weren't they all, though?
Yep.
I've heard stories of the Wallaby Kid, and it's nowhere near it doesn't sound anything like the one that I've seen. I haven't even seen a particularly. Okay, I should say it doesn't sound anywhere near what I've heard. Anytime I've seen Wallaby, or I haven't really actually had conversations with them, but I've been face to face with them and seen him ride by. And
he's completely different than how he used to be. I remember when he was a bright-eyed, high-pitched voice kid. He and his dead-end kids. You know, a group of downtrodden young people who came together to find a family.
mm-hmm.
I remember when they used to come up with elaborate schemes and elaborate bank robberies to make them fun, quote unquote.
Hmm.
You know, there's one time where I was in Valentine and a group of people rode into town on the sides of a Kerrigan Cream wagon. They were all dressed like Kerrigan Cream delivery sales folk. And it was the Wallaby Kid and the Dead End Kids, and they robbed the bank dressed like that and then rode away on the wagon.
It's one of those ones that I find interesting. There's people that I just find interesting. The fact that, what is he, like 23, 24?
He's 20 now, if I remember correctly.
And I don't know. He's one of those people where I'm just kind of interested to. It's why he does what he does or what makes him tick.
Well, he does it because he wants to and he can.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, that's what most of them, or why most of them do it. They do it because they can and because they want to.
Yeah, no, just from what I heard, when you're saying he didn't start out as violent criminal that he is now, at least from what I've heard.
He didn't.
Just kind of curious what flipped.
One of theirs died. I can't remember who, but there was one time where they were escaping from a bank robbery and Law was shooting at them. And they had hardly gotten out of Valentine when one of theirs was killed. I can't remember who killed him. I think it might have been Marshall Monroe, if I remember correctly.
Right. Well, I guess it doesn't really matter who killed him. I guess it's the fact that he died, that they died.
A lawman killed him.
Yeah.
And ever since then, it was just a slow down spiral. One of their members of the family had been killed, so they, of course, took it very personally, and things just kind of went from there.
Sounds about right.
Yep.
I don't know. I'm of the mindset: play stupid game, win stupid prizes.
I agree.
You know it's likely to happen if you're robbing a bank.
And you take a hostage and you stick a gun in their face and do shit like that, of course you're going to get fired upon by law.
Mm-hmm.
At the end of the day, they're just doing their job to try and stop you.
It's all we all do is just do our jobs.
Mm-hmm.
So like I said, I don't have anything personal with any criminals unless they do something to make it personal. I'm just here to do my job. Last time I was taken hostage in a bank robbery a few days back by Victory Street, and they were trying to talk to me during the bank robbery and they were trying to negotiate with law, and they were asking me how much my life was worth. And I was like, listen, I just do my job. I work 9 hours to make sure nobody in the crossing dies when I'm on duty, if I can help it. So you make that decision.
I would have said more than yours, fella.
Well, they already don't like Rangers. I didn't want to. I was just trying to get out of there. I thought it was going to end up in a shootout right outside the telegram station. They took me.
At that point, when they're saying things like that and toying with you, who gives a fuck? They're already going to hate you regardless.
Yeah. I don't care if they hate me. I just didn't want them to shoot me for any particular reason. Although I don't think they would have, because they would have lost any bargaining chip they would have had.
Oh, yeah, if they would have shot you.
I spoke pretty loudly. Whatever. I spoke pretty loudly to law that I was a ranger.
Yeah, they already fucked up by taking a ranger hostage. I don't think they realize that warrants double charges because they're kidnapping a state employee.
Yeah. That's why I mentioned that to criminals whenever they rob me or take me hostage, just because some criminals won't mess with rangers. They'll leave us alone. Some don't care, but others will care about the charges as well. It just so happened that had happened to be Victory Street that I mentioned that too. But I thought it was going to end up in a shootout before I even got to the bank. They had me at gunpoint, walked me out the telegram station, and law rode up. There was like a standoff outside the telegram station. And I was just sitting there thinking, I was like, could y'all just let them take me to the bank? I really don't want to be in the middle of y'all when you start shooting at each other.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no thanks.
Which law eventually they let them take me to the bank, and I looked over my shoulder once, and I was on the back of one of the fellas' horses, and I looked over my shoulder and I saw Malone pointing a rifle at their head.
I haven't seen Malone in a while. I wonder where he's been.
I saw some fella who sounded like Malone wearing like a green, I don't know what he's wearing. He's like green rags almost. And he had blonde hair. I think he might have been undercover or something.
He might have been.
Yeah, it was right after a shootout just outside of Strawberry at the taxidermy house.
The only time I ever see him is when he's on duty, so that might have been him in some sort of weird disguise.
Mm-hmm.
It is interesting to know. I'm gonna go place this campfire down.
Okay.
Stand on the porch and loiter for a bit.
Alrighty. Have you really gotten a chance to talk to Callahan before this?
Yeah, I've met him several times.
I think he's a nice enough fella.
He's been outside the lodge a couple times. I've been up there.
Yeah. Is there anything else you want to do? You want to go on duty for a bit, or just kind of relax? It's up to you. We can kind of relax here and perimeter watch if you want.
That or how much longer you feel like being awake?
Maybe another hour, hour and a half, something like that. That sound alright with you?
Yeah.
Okay. If you want to go to bed soon, I'll go to bed with you. You know, we don't have the sound of the lake. We have the sound of the wind and the trees and the birds.
Mm-hmm. That's fine.
Mm-hmm.
It's a different area.
I like both sounds.
It's surprising it's not like, hanging dog where you can hear the serenading wolf howls at night.
Yeah, I really don't want to hear those, honestly.
I mean, just to sit there and listen to them, they have this nice, I don't know.
No, I get you.
Just as long as you know they can't get to you.
Yeah. I don't mind the howling and the singing. It's just, it lasts all night. I mean, I'm trying to sleep or do other things, but I mean, my goodness, all night.
Sleep or do other things.
That's what I said.
All right, then. Just to say I did, what about going on duty for like 30 minutes?
You thought about going on duty for 30 minutes?
Well, I haven't been around for, 2 days now.
Yeah. Well, let me tell you, nothing's really happened, so. Like I said, I went on one search and rescue yesterday, and it was actually the easiest search and rescue I've ever done. Actually, no, that's a lie. Any Northern Great Plains tip is the easiest one I've ever done, but this is definitely the easiest one I've ever done in New Hanover. I found
New
them.
Hanover.
Yeah, I found them instantly. It was such a lucky find. Yeah,
I'd say so.
the tip was Western New Hanover, and at first I was thinking Western Heartlands. And I was like, oh, that's not that big. And then I looked at my map. I was like, oh god, this is huge. This is all of New Hanover, pretty much. Anything north of where it says Heartlands is Western New Hanover, pretty much. So first I went on the Citadel Rock just to see if I could see anything. And then I was like, well, I'm just going to check these common cliff sides. So I'm going to start a Twin Stack Pass. And I went there, went around the corner of one of the stacks, and along the along the cliff edge next to a camp was the fella. And I was like, oh, well, that was easy. Apparently, he said he was trying to get to Valentine by just heading west.
Jeez.
Yeah. Some, I think his name was Ezekiel Lohannon. If you ever see a fella in Valentine with long blonde hair, like a yellowish tint, like that kind of blonde, that's it. Like long as mine, but not in a ponytail.
Okay.
By the way, I ever told you how much I love it when your hair is braided? I think it looks like it suits you real well.
I don't think you've actually told me that.
I think it suits you real well.
Thank you.
So does the corset.
Well, that's a given.
Mm-hmm.
Any and all of them?
No, for sure. Any and all of them. Maybe one of these days I'll give you some money to buy yourself a nice outfit.
Like what?
I don't know. Like you haven't spoiled yourself and bought yourself a nice outfit recently.
Well, no. There's an outfit I'll have to buy at some point, yes.
What outfit might that be?
I don't know, maybe a wedding dress. Not sure yet.
Mm-hmm. I thought I might just go like this. Or my outlaw outfit. I'm just kidding. I'll get all dressed up. Maybe I'll shave for once.
What?
Maybe. I almost cut my hair yesterday just to surprise you, but couldn't bring myself to do it.
Well, you know what happened the last time you shaved?
I got compared to Eli. That's what happened.
And because you walked up to me and asked me if you look like Eli.
I think I came up to you and asked you if I looked good without a beard, trying to get you to compliment me.
Oh, is that what that was?
Yeah. Trying to get you to notice me.
I don't remember what I said.
I think you said, yeah, you look fine. Or I asked if it suited. I don't remember what I said, actually. But it was something along the lines of, does it suit me or does it look good? And you said, yeah, it looks fine. Which wasn't really the compliment I was looking for. But
What were you looking for then?
you look very handsome. We should go out. That's what I was looking for. Didn't hear it, though. It's alright. Just to work a little harder for it. Could be that easy.
Yeah, gotta make it hard for you.
Yeah. Now, granted, if you were to come up to me and ask me if you look good enough, my jaw would drop to the floor.
You look quite handsome.
Thank you. It only took until we were engaged, but thank you.
I've called you handsome before.
I know. When I told Hal yesterday, he sounded like so shocked.
I'm shocked. Why?
I don't know. I think it was more so that's just not what he was expected to hear.
Either that or he gotta step up his game with Nadia.
I hinted at him. I said for no particular reason. Not saying you have to go and get anything, but if you ever need jewelry, Mr. Copperhead makes it. I didn't say anything specific. I was like, I'm not saying like an engagement ring or anything. He's like, I know what you're hinting at. Okay, well. Alright.
I've gotten 2 pieces of jewelry from you.
You'll get more.
More.
Yeah. I found my new thing to spend money on.
Instead of navies.
I have 3 of them. I gotta wait for one of them to get robbed first.
Jeez. How are you gonna wish for that?
I'm not going to wish for it. I have one that has your name on it. Something were to happen and it gets passed down to you. My first one.
Really?
The one that has a soldier's heart etched on it.
Mm-hmm.
That one's to pass down to you and if anything happens. And I don't know why I think this is why I shouldn't be left alone.
You do?
Huh? No, I'm saying the thing is like this of what I would have passed down to you if something were to happen to me or things like that.
Oh. I get it.
But I think you'll definitely get 1, if not 2 of my horses. Even though you don't have room for 2.
Unless I send one to the the glue factory.
Go for it.
I almost said trigger factory.
If you still want a different, I mean, I've already told you, if you want a different horse to use on duty, I'm more than happy to hang Grizz over to you. I hate that I don't ride him as much as I should, but also I can't bring myself to give him to somebody that I don't completely trust wholeheartedly.
I mean, that's fine. How many times do you see me on Twister?
I know.
That poor thing's neglected.
We're gonna hang around here for a bit. Just asking if so, I'm out. Need a lift to the stables to get my horse, so I have my rifle.
We can do that.
Okay. Let me tell Callahan I'll be right back. Hey Callahan, we're gonna make a quick trip up to the stables to grab my horse, so I have my rifle. We might hang around here for a good bit.
All right, I'm going to turn in for the night, so y'all ride safe, and I'll see you around.
All right. You have a good night.
Jesus. Thank you.
Wolves.
Nope, nope, nope.
Is that a wolf or a cougar?
That was not it was a cougar.
Oh. See, there ain't no way that cougar would have followed that lady all the way down here.
That's what I'm saying. There's another up in those hills there. As I ran across it one day looking for you.
Looking for me.
Yeah, we were out on search and rescue, and with it was me, you, and Clarabelle that day.
Ah, okay, yeah, that's right.
And she said you'd gone up the mountain, and she didn't see you anymore. So it's like, okay, cool.
Were you worried?
A little bit.
In a way, it's comforting to have someone that worries about my well-being. I don't want you to worry, but
I will.
you already know I'll worry about you to the end of time.
Most definitely.
Even leaving you standing there with Callahan for the minute it took me to sell that wolf to the butcher was a little unnerving for me.
That much.
I mean, yeah, but it's like I've said to you before. Because of what's happened in my past, I have a hard time trusting people with your safety. But I know I can't be around you 24/7, so. Callahan said that there at one point he had made about $1,500 in 2 days just watching the perimeter of the ranch.
Good grief. Pelts.
I mean, you gotta think that there's bears, there's elk, there's wolves, there's pronghorns. looks like where we at? Okay, yeah, this way, right? Oh, let's check how far we had went. Maybe we hang around and watch the perimeter, check the ranch for another 30 minutes or so. And we can crash
Okay.
in our new living quarters. See how comfortable the bed is.
I can already tell it's gonna be comfortable.
I mean, you practically just lay on top of me the whole time, so that's not going to change, is it?
Tell me to go away.
No. You better not. You're the only good thing I have. You better not go anywhere.
I don't plan on it.
What if all cougars were cats from Strawberry who didn't like how they were treated in Strawberry, so they grew up to be cougars?
Maybe some angry cats. Very angry cats.
You want to go check out the windmill? I figure it's a good place to perimeter check if there's any.
Yep, I'm high up.
Let's ride around the perimeter first. I'll check on see if this bear's over here. Hear it.
I see it.
I forgot you have a bolt action. I'm surprised it still stood. Whenever it stood up on its hind legs, I shot a rat in the throat and the thing is still coming. What? Yes.
I guess I just see that.
No. Yes. Yeah, you just see it. I don't know what you're talking about, but yes.
dead wolf.
Oh, sorry. Could go try to round up some wild horses, try to get them in the pen.
Be a task.
We'll see if we can get a group. It might. Oh, what's that? Wolves. Have you ever herded an animal?
Not really hurted, but I ran with them.
I definitely hit that the first time. You saw nothing? Let me sell this pelt real quick, actually. Really? Did you get that other wolf?
No.
No? Okay. Alright. So pushing cattle or horses, whatever it might be, the trick is to kind of stay in like close proximity with them enough to. You're not trying to be right on top of them, because if they're just going to go all over the place, you're going to have a hard time controlling them. But you kind of want to make them feel like they're choosing which direction to go, but really you are. What is that? Is that a moose? No, it's a real big elk. I'll show you. Sorry, it's going that way. You see how I can kind of get on the side of it to make it go the direction I want it to?
Mm-hmm.
That's what you'll kind of want to do. Of course, now it's all over the place. Now, like cows and stuff like that will move a lot slower. And they're easy to control. Like I said, the one thing that I've noticed, it's kind of, you want to make them think that they are in control of what direction they're going. Alright, this horse over there, maybe we can get in there. This way. Couple horses, actually. Of course, those freaking deer scare them off, daggone it. Got 3 horses over here. So whatever, if they start going a direction I don't want them to go in, I'll start flanking them from that direction. If they start going right, I'll start riding on their right. Boom. Okay. Oh my god! Ow. It's a lot easier with cows.
What?
Lay down here.
Mm-hmm.
There's your bear pelt from me to you.
Well, thank you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, maybe not horses. Or what am I hearing? Oh, this cow's trying to get out. Come here. That bear scary as Sarge. Kinda came out of nowhere. Which one of those horses I do want to try to break one though? Come with me. Wish we could just hitch it up at our house, couldn't we? You have hitching
Good.
post. Would you like another
Yes.
case?
Of course. You think I'd say no? I love you.
I love you more.
Or
I'm just kidding. I love you too.
I don't know. I like the more.
You like the more?
How about I love you always?
What the? Well, I love you always.
Forever and ever.
Hmm?
Forever and ever.
Forever and ever. What is it they say in the vows, for as long as we both shall live?
That implies not after.
We'll have to add that part in. This makes me really happy.
What does?
Just this.
Everything?
Yeah, pretty much. The ranch. Oh, we don't run it. We still live on it, which is good enough for me. For now. But it's not like we really have the time to run it anyhow. Just a place to escape to. Place of mindless activities and the best company in the world.
Definitely the best company. The ranch work give you something to do.
Mm-hmm. The simplicity of it. Don't have to think about paperwork or protocols or procedures. Is that a white feathered turkey?
I don't know, but I think I see an Appaloosa.
Yep, that would be a blanket Appaloosa.
Actually,
Oh,
two.
there's two, actually. Yeah. I love Appaloosas. I don't know what they're all running from, though. I need that white feathered turkey.
Well,
Did I get the white feathered turkey?
No.
I did?
I think you hit it, but it didn't go down.
You're joking. A turkey didn't go down from a bolt action?
Nope.
You're lying.
Might be the distance. I don't know.
Let me go look, because Bell just wanted one of those feathers. Right, and it was a white turkey feather, right? And I didn't just kill for no reason.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, good.
White turkey feathers.
You can come down with me, or I'll, be back.
Oh, wait, right here.
Did you see that?
I did. I'm a cowboy. Thank you. You have fun?
Yeah. Although the turkey wasn't there.
I didn't hear you. both enjoy being here.
I think we will too.
Of course, when I'm trying to enjoy the view.
Fog rolls in.
It's alright, I can still see you.
I can still see you. That's where the real view is.
I'm sure.
You should be.
The view of your lady in a corset.
Say that again.
The view of your lady in a corset.
Mm-hmm. Doesn't have to be in a corset.
No?
No.
One of your shirts.
Yeah. Like that too. I think honestly, I do love the outfits that you wear when we're out and about. I don't know, something about what you wear when you're just lounging around. Whatever it might be, it's fun. Very beautiful in a way. I like seeing you comfortable. And I'm glad that I'm glad that you are around me.
Most comfortable being held by you.
Mm-hmm. Not, I don't mean just physically comfortable, I mean just comfortable with your surroundings, comfortable with your company, the company you keep, comfortable in yourself.
Oh, because I don't want to be anywhere else.
Good. So I don't want you anywhere else.
I have to get used to the horses sounding closer than they did at the lake cabin.
Yeah. I want this to be a place where I can shut my brain off.
Hopefully it achieves that for you. Some place for you to relax.
And be with the woman I love. One second. I want to write something down.
Write something down.
Yeah.
What's this?
Read it. Something I want to put up in the house.
Love it.
I love you. You ready for bed?
I am.
Let's go. Ow.
Thank you. What's that for?
Nothing. I was like, help me down the ladder.
Anything to touch me, huh?
Yeah. Yep. Ready?
Yes.